Welcome to the next episode of the Ultimate Guide to Facebook Advertising. Today we're talking campaigns, ad sets, and ads. Facebook has structured advertising campaigns into three levels: campaigns, ad sets, and ads. The structure has been designed to help advertisers measure results, test and optimize their audience, and then create and run the best possible performing ads. Facebook ads start with the campaign level by choosing a marketing objective. Each campaign then contains ad sets where you define your target audience, ad schedule, bidding and payment structures, and placements. Finally, an ad set can contain many or just a single ad. Let's talk advertising campaigns. Facebook campaigns are relatively simple. When I say that, there's really only one question you need to answer. What is your marketing objective? Marketing objectives are critically important, and choosing the right objective can determine the success of your advertising spend. For a complete guide to choosing the right marketing objective, make sure you check out our blog or video on that subject. The link will be in the description below. Once you determine which marketing objective is right for your campaign, you just need to name it and then proceed. There is only one exception to this rule. For the engagement objective, you must determine what type of engagement you would like to optimize for. So those options are something like post engagement, page likes, event responses, offer claims. You can also optionally set a campaign spending limit to control your advertising spend. That's a great tip. So if you go ahead and create a maximum spend at your campaign level, you'll never go over your budget. Now let's talk the ad set. Once you've determined your marketing objective and created the corresponding campaign, it's time to move on to the ad set. Creating the ad set is where much of the magic happens within the Facebook ads platform. The criteria that you've seen here changes depending on the marketing objective that you chose. But overall, Facebook ad sets are where your target audiences are defined, as well as your budget, schedule, bidding, and placements. Let's break those down and talk about each one of those categories. First, targeting. This is the magic of Facebook advertising. There has never been a platform available to advertisers as powerful as Facebook because of the ability to hyper-target audiences. You should use different ad sets to include each of the target audiences that you're trying to define. So if you've got 5 or 6 different groups of people that you want to reach, set up a different ad set for each target audience. By doing this, you minimize the chance that your ads will compete against each other, which is another common problem with people who create Facebook ads. Next, we'll talk about budgeting. Setting your budgeting is really important. We work under the estimate that you can deliver roughly 1,000 ad impressions for about $10. That's considered a $10 CPM. Now, that $10 is a very rough estimate. Some places go down to as little as $2 or $3, and some are much higher. The cost per 1,000 varies greatly. I think the $10 estimate is a good number to go by. Facebook allows you to either set a lifetime or a daily ad spend. So what you can do is you can, let Facebook tether those ads over a long period of time and just say, hey Facebook, I've got $350 to spend on this ad. Or you can tell Facebook, I want to spend $10 or $20 or $50 or $100 per day, and Facebook will go ahead and budget accordingly. But be careful when you're setting your budget. It's very easy to switch between those two options, and sometimes you can bounce between each other and accidentally make your lifetime budget a daily budget, so just be very cautious when doing that. Next, let's talk about scheduling. Facebook allows you to set up advertising on a very specific schedule, so you can either schedule days or times when you want ads to run. For example, if you run a sandwich shop that's only open for lunch in a metropolitan area, you can run ads to the people who are in that area prior to lunch only on weekdays. So say for instance your shop is only open during the weekdays, we can run ads from 9 to noon every morning, hoping to catch that interest for the lunch crowd. Next, let's talk about bidding. Facebook allows you to pay for your advertising in one of 2 different ways: by impression or by click. You can use your traditional CPM or cost per 1,000 model, or the more current CPC, which is cost per click model. Sometimes it makes sense to use one model over the other. Stay tuned to our channel because we'll talk about that one day. Finally, let's talk placements. The final option for your ad set is placement. Where do you want your ads to run on Facebook? Do you want them to be on the desktop feed, or do you want them on the right columns? Do you want them on mobile, on Instagram, or on their audience networks? Now, some of the recent Facebook experts have been talking about how powerful it is to let Facebook choose where you want them to be placed. Me, I've been placing ads for the last 4 or 5 years, and I think that I like to choose where I want those ads to run. So I may choose, I want ads to run on desktop feed and create one ad set, and then choose another ad set to run on Instagram or on mobile. So you can tear those apart and create different ad sets. But there is a common trend right now to let Facebook go ahead and choose that, and the performance is very good. One of the best parts about Facebook ad set is the ability to analyze the results of your advertising by the target audience. You should always have several different audiences running simultaneously. After your ad has been running for a period of time, you can then invest more money in the audiences that are performing best, and then pull back on the budgets of those that aren't performing as well as you had thought they would. So we've talked about campaigns, we've talked about ad sets. The last tier is the ads themselves. You can have up to 50 ads run in each ad set. Go ahead and try to use different ads types. So say for instance, use some image ads, use some carousels, some videos. Try different kinds of ads, try different creative, try different text, and see which ads perform the best. Then go back and invest more money in the ads that are going really well, and pull back on the ones that aren't doing so well. You never really know. You may have a good idea of what you think your audience will like, but sometimes that idea is much different than actually what performs well online. Finally, let's talk about analyzing and revising. Anytime you do any kind of advertising campaign online, specifically on Facebook, you need to go back and analyze your results and then revise and really work at making better your campaigns. A common theme that you may have seen in this blog and this video is that Facebook has created this system to give you the greatest opportunity to revise and streamline your ads. They want you to have the best advertising experience possible, so you spend more money with them. Use those features to create the best results for your ads. Constantly monitor ads and see what's working best and what can do better. Your ads will get better and stronger every time you make an improvement.